Oleksandr Usyk, the current IBF, IBO, and WBC heavyweight champion of the world, has just announced his next fight versus arguably one of the greatest kickboxers of all time, Rico Verhoeven. Reigning as a champion for over 11 years with a record of 66 wins and 10 losses, he's widely regarded as one of the greatest kickboxers in the heavyweight division, and on May 23rd, he will be stepping into the ring at the Pyramids of Giza to fight arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, Oleksandr Usyk. This will be his second boxing match. He had one back in 2014 against some random. He was 0-5, so I don't really think it counts. And while he is a big dude, sitting at over 270 plus pounds next to Tyson Fury, he will be one of the biggest guys Usyk has ever faced. We have seen Usyk dismantle people even bigger. And even with all their experience in the boxing ring, all the advantages that they had in height, size, they still couldn't crack the code of Usyk. And while I have no problem with Usyk taking an easy fight, if anything, he deserves it. He's fought the best guys they could throw at him in the heavyweight division, beaten them all, some of them twice. I think he's more than able to do whatever he wants, deserving to do whatever he wants. The problem I have is when Joseph Parker was his mandatory, he had said he sustained a hand injury, or I think it was a shoulder injury, and he couldn't fight him. Then Parker went against Fabio Worley. We saw how that went. He lost. Then Fabio Worley becomes his mandatory. Usyk excuses it. He doesn't want to take part in it. And then Kabayel, which is a guy who I think actually poses Usyk the most trouble in the heavyweight division due to his pressure, his conditioning, because a lot of these guys, their problem is they can't keep up with Usyk's pace, because he isn't a massive heavyweight to where he wears down in like round 7 or 8. He actually comes alive, and that's when a lot of the current heavyweights start to fade because they're too big. Kabayel fights off mainly pressure, relentless volume, coming at you 24/7. We saw him stop Zhang, who's like over 300 pounds. He stopped him with a body shot in round 6 of their fight. I've wanted to see that fight for the longest time, and Kabayel had become his mandatory because obviously Fabio Worley and Dubois are now fighting, and now Usyk's fighting some fucking kickboxer. I don't like it. I think it's silly. They're promoting this as, oh, it's happening at the Pyramids of Giza, so it's gonna be a big thing. Yeah, well, we had the Times Square thing, and it didn't turn out to be anything of what we thought. They're making the environment a bigger deal than the actual matchup because they know it's shit. So Rico Verhoeven, we could go through his whole resume and I could pretty much break down every opponent, but I don't want to, because when it comes to kickboxing, the competition is kind of stale, okay? You're gonna see guys with records like 4-5, then it jumps up to a guy 17-7, then 5-5 again. Kickboxing's not the most popular sport, and there's not many competitors because money-wise, it's not bringing in the most revenue. This is Rico in the white gloves. Big build. And that's him getting dropped. Here is him getting picked apart with jabs, and then a right hand behind it drops him again. Questionable defense. Obviously, you know, in kickboxing, you're looking for more than just punches, but kicks as well. Some coming back with a low combination, a little wild. Another big right hand. So, but pretty much you see what this fight's gonna look like. Usyk's likely just gonna box circles around him, and I've seen other boxing commentators try to up this thing like it's gonna be a legit fight. Yeah, I'm not buying it. He's a kickboxer. You're taking away most of his weapons. A lot of his knockouts come from kicks, and I mean, you're pretty much handicapping him in that department. I've already seen so many people reference the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight and how wrong that went for Fury and how it could very well go the same way. Usyk probably has an underwhelming performance against a novice. For the sake of heavyweight boxing, I think we should hope that doesn't happen, because Usyk, when he knocked out Dubois before that fight, his last fight in July, he said he only planned on fighting one more time and retiring. He's 39 years old, gonna be 40 this year. After he knocked out Dubois, his confidence was probably soaring. He said he'll have 3 more fights, so he upped it from 1 to 3. He got this fight and then 2 more after that, possibly. Maybe he'll even expand it depending on how he comes out. Point being, if he underperforms against this guy at 39 years old, he's probably going to be questioning his longevity in the sport. Like, do I really want to fight 2 more times against a Caballero or a Fabio Worley. Guys who are on the younger side, are legitimate heavyweight champions, not novices like this Rico dude, no offense. I think in order for Usyk to get to that point, he's gonna have to put on a shutout versus this Rico guy because, you know, it is the heavyweight division. Anything could happen. Let's say he gets cut, knocked down, hurt severely bad. It's probably gonna make him question a few things, and I think Usyk is one of the greatest ever. I want to see him compete against more heavyweights. One of these guys gotta have something, and the problem you run into is Usyk is not a young guy anymore. He's about to be 40. Even if he does get beat, did that person beat the best version of Usyk? You know, we saw what he did against 26-year-old Daniel Dubois last July. He seems like he's still got it, but how many performances like that can he put on? Therefore, I don't think he should be wasting time taking part in these gimmicks. What are you adding to your legacy fighting a guy like this? And Usyk knows this. He posted on Twitter today saying, once this is done, you won't know what is next, hinting at a fight versus Caballero. It's like, all right, why not just do that next? Fuck this Rico guy. I just hate it because these guys fight like once a year. You know, last he fought was July against Daniel Dubois. Then before that, it was Tyson Fury in 2024. So it's like, dude, your best years are going behind you, and it's like, I just want to see Usyk fight someone new. I'm sick of these fucking rematches. We got Dubois fighting Worley. Imagine Dubois wins, which he probably will. Then they're talking about them having a trilogy. Fuck no, please no. It should have been Worley versus Caballero. Why not? Anyway, those are my thoughts on the fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I just think it's a waste of time. I don't give a fuck that it's happening in the pyramids. I'm sorry. Maybe that's cool for some of you. Times Square sounded cool also, but it turned out to be kind of retarded. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.